What's going on, YouTube? It's just more 1888 yet with another raw video. As far as yesterday went down, that video I made was just briefly could ultimately happen. You know what I mean? Now, as far as I'm confused as far as why is this person claiming to do something that he cannot do. As far as calling his friend that he's been talking shit about all this time, and I make that video about it, and I make it very clear once again that he's here because of that, because of me, first and foremost, nothing else. He was a mutual friend from a friend. His name was Richard Lambrick. You know, when I had to kick him out because of the room, he told me something. And I'll say this again. He said, "Thank you for letting me stay in here. I'm sorry. I have to work on myself." And he left with his dignity intact. Yes, we had beef and all that stuff. And like, now that I think about it, it's like, wow, man, like the guy had fucking dignity and he had fucking respect for himself. Now, as far as what's going on in here, you know, they take my lamp, by the way, my oil lamp. They took my cards. She gave those cards to me. She bought them when we were still together. And she took them. And they take my lamp. This lamp right here, this oil lamp, I'm going to show you guys right here, okay? At first I was not going to take it, you know what I mean? But like, this lamp right here, Sonia gave me that lamp. Sonia. She didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. It was a gift to me, first and foremost. And they're using it over there. I didn't even know she was in the house to begin with. Now, as far as, you know, this guy coming in here, and like I said, I did not know who he was. I wish I knew. I mentioned that, it was Christmas, people invited me. I went up there, took, a few shots here and there and blah, blah, blah. And I was just tripping out because I didn't see no resemblance. But I know who he is now. And I know what he does. Now, as far as, I don't have beef with this guy, but he comes in here trying to do this bullshit again, dude. We're going to go to blows. Plain and simple. Now, as far as who's winning or who's not, that's irrelevant right now at this point. But I have the advantage. He's coming into my turf, first and foremost. He has to come in here. So, this guy is here because of that. Because he was talking so much shit about this guy. Yeah, he wanted to, make me like him and, this and that and blah, blah, blah. And like, that's why you're here, bro. Because Richard brought you in here, and I allow you to stay here. Now you taking over my domain, and you're not even man enough to. And he said, quote unquote, he was like, I've been in the military and this and that and blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, more power to you, bro. Like, what does that have to do with me right now? Like, first of all, I don't know you. And then he finally introduced himself, and I was like, fuck, man, like, that name sounds familiar, man, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Then, he's like, Merry Christmas, and all this bullshit, and then he leaves. And they're outside, he's playing around with my neighbor and doing all this bullshit. Chokehold, dude, I can get out of there, trust me. You're not the first guy I fight, bro. You may work in the prison, but I know how to get out of it. Now, as far as you having skills and all this bullshit, that's fine. I don't know. I never fought you. So, I know what I can do, but what you can do. And they're laughing about it over there. And he's over here, and she protects him so much. Like, I don't understand that why she's protecting him so much when he can't even fight his own. And they're smoking weed right now. And we're in federal property right now. And I can see that because they're smoking dabs. And you guys can hear that. So, this is going to go For the record, because they're not supposed to do that to begin with, and they're still doing it. First and foremost, okay? And as far as that, like, and it smells. I can smell that shit right now.
I'm sure you can.
There you go. You guys had it. And I told her not to do that. And she's like, yeah, we know. But she's still doing it. So, you know what I mean? Like, why is she doing that? Why is she protecting a fucking pussy ass that got fucked in the ass? And I said it, fucked in the ass. Like, why they're doing that? They're smoking. They're not supposed to. And they're masking it with fucking all this bullshit in there. But I can smell it. When she goes down here to the bathroom, when she gets fucking bone and nail, she masks that shit with fucking Listerine. Now, this is the truth, guys. This is not something that I make up or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's like, why is she doing that? She knows that she's not supposed to do it, but she does it anyways. Why? Because she doesn't care about this contract. First and foremost. So if you have something to say about that, please let me know so we can have it down here on video, you know, so you can have a chance to defend yourself. But they don't care. Not at all. They're involving someone that has absolutely nothing to do with this problem. And like I said on my videos, if you follow my YouTube channel, the solution's been on the table. I want to get out of here, but they don't know. Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore, this and that. Here's the money, get the fuck out of here. But they're going through this. They said that they were uncomfortable. Well, I'm sorry, I'm still here. And you still wearing my jacket. You took my cards. You took my girl. I love her. I still do, but there's no return after that. And what they're doing. He's not man enough to fucking face me and be a man about it. You know what I mean? And she's over there protect. So how is he going to protect you? He's not. He's going to be a pussy and run away. So his friend tells me, he's like, hey, well, if I see that you engage him and blah, 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 I'm going to come down. I'm going to be here in town. And I said, well, you're going to be here in town then. I'm going to be here as well, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he tried to fucking, like, I was trying to understand why he was doing that to begin with, but it was more admirable than, you know, than anything else, first and foremost. You know what I mean? So, that's the thing that kind of confuses me the most, though, that they don't understand that. She doesn't understand that, but she's gonna have what's coming to her. Because he thinks that all this is not gonna happen to him. Oh, it will. It happened to me, it happened to the last guy, and it will happen to you, bro. Plain and simple. And I warn you about that. I have all this shit on video, by the way. Now, as far as what they're doing in there, they're not supposed to do it to begin with. And that's why they're spraying all that bullshit, and she's loud as fuck, you know, when she's getting nailed. I'm like, the disrespect on that, bro. Like, really, man?